Valaril sat alone in the corner of a dimly lit tavern, the scent of stale ale and sweat filling his nostrils. The atmosphere here was a far cry from the pristine halls of Shimmerine, but he found himself oddly comforted by it. There was a certain rawness to the Iliac Bay, a stark contrast to the almost suffocating perfection of Somerset. Here, nothing was hidden behind marble facades and lofty ideals. Life was lived in the open, with all its flaws and failings laid bare. He found himself admiring it, in a way. Almost owing to this roughness, it did take him a few days to realise that his clothes were less than ideal. He'd glanced down at the damp, salt-stained rags clinging to his body, the same ones he'd worn when he was tossed into the sea like a rag doll. They were little more than pyjamas, a pitiful reminder of his unceremonious arrival. Valaril could feel the tavern's patrons eyeing him with a mix of suspicion and disdain, their thoughts all too easy to read. Who is this strange elf in tattered robes? He had always taken pride in his appearance, knowing full well the power of a carefully curated image. An Altmer of his standing could not afford to look anything less than immaculate. It was clear that he needed a new look, something that would allow him to blend in while still commanding the respect he deserved. The gold in his purse was meagre, bolstered by his recent jobs with the Archaeologists' Guild, but it would suffice for now. The more pressing matter was how he would proceed from here. Valaril had expected to find a contact upon his arrival, someone who would guide him through the tangled web of intrigue that surrounded the Iliac Bay. But the shipwreck had scattered those plans like the rest of his belongings. He was alone, adrift in a strange land with no clear path forward. The Emperor's mission, vague as it was, offered little in the way of direction. The letter he was to destroy, the dead king he was to silence, these were mere distractions. His true purpose remained unchanged, to find Manimarco, the King of Worms. But where to begin? As he sipped his weak ale in front of him, his thoughts drifted back to the night on the ship. The storm had come out of nowhere, a maelstrom of wind and water that had torn the vessel apart with terrifying ease. He could still feel the icy water closing over his head, the taste of salt on his lips as he struggled to stay afloat. And then there was that shadow, a massive black shape that had blotted out the stars themselves. What had it been? A trick of the light? A figment of his imagination? No, Valaril knew better. He had seen many things in his time, things that defied explanation, and he knew what he had seen that night was real. That shadow, vast and unnatural, still haunted his thoughts. For now, he could only tuck the memory away, a puzzle piece without a place. So, he would start with the simple things: new clothes, a warm bed, and perhaps a few words with the locals. The Iliac Bay might be rough, but for now, it's home, and it's where he'll continue his search for the King of Worms, all while playing the Emperor's game. Hello, and welcome back to Daggerfall with Valaril. I hope you enjoyed that intro. I had a lot of fun making it. I'm really digging this more narrative-focused playthrough where you take what happens in these old games, and these old games, there's only so much they give you, right? Just sprites standing in a room, and you have to kind of use your imagination to fill it with more, life and story than there actually is, which I really enjoy, and I really enjoy other series I've watched that do it, so I thought I shall try it myself, and I hope you're all enjoying it. So, welcome back to Daggerfall. Now, I'm not entirely sure I can call this Daggerfall anymore. Let's get out of here. You may also notice we're in a different town than last time. That's because there was no clothes shop in the town we were in. So I asked around, and apparently this town had one. But yes, I'm not sure we can call this Daggerfall anymore, strictly, because I have changed the mod list a little bit. Not much. The main ones are still there, so it should feel the same, but I've reverted the UI back. I think I've done a few tweaks to Dream, so now it should all be pixelated. Like I should have the pixelated sky, and yeah, all the textures should be more pixelated, because I just wasn't vibing with the non-pixelated looking everything, you know. But there's that, and then I've added a few more mods. I can't remember exactly the full list, but I will put them in the description if I remember. This is for you to remember, Sam, when you watch this back. And in addition, I actually, in the 2 weeks it's been since the last episode, I have made my own mod, and if it comes up during the game, during gameplay, I will point it out. But until then, let's just get on with Daggerfall. So, we don't really have any quests at the moment, and as we said in the intro, Valaril is kind of not really sure what he should be doing either. He was expecting there to be someone waiting for him when he docked, but he didn't really get to the Iliac Bay in the best way, so he's not really sure what to do. So we can ask around. That's not something he would say. He'd probably be a bit more etiquette about it. Hey, salutations, stranger. Please disseminate a little news, will you? That's, you know, definitely not the voice we were doing before, but we'll roll with it. The king promised to send more forces to clear out the bats in Burgwall. Fascinating. Very dull conversation. Fair day to thee. You haven't heard anything interesting lately, have you? Yes, I'm aware Burgwall's been infested with bats, but I hear the king is he's sorting that out. Oh, I'm just as dull as the rest of them, aren't I? I wonder, does this town have a mages guild? Well, it does, but nobody wants to tell me. Right, we'll we'll get ourselves. Oh, what was? Oh, we can ask about the factions. That's quite a lot of factions that I'm not sure we would know about. I don't want to ask about the Thieves Guild. We'll strike that from the canon. Mages Guild. Man. I know I should be talking to them with Streetwise, but that I feel like that's just not Valaril's way. We're just going to look at the map. Yeah, I think there's a Mages Guild over there. Ah, wow. It feels good to be back playing Daggerfall, especially like playing it properly. While I was making the mod, I was making so many new characters and just basically putting on cheats and flying around to test it. And it feels good to actually be playing the game again. And by the... Ah, very good. Nice cool day. Oh, not this again. We'll just do a little chim. There we go. And then, judging by the responses to the last two parts, you've all been really enjoying this as well. See, this guy, he doesn't look like he should be giving out quests at a Mages Guild, you know? He looks like he should be in the Knights, like the Knights Guild or something. Oh well. I also, I can't remember if this was part of Daggerfall or not. No, I think this actually was just a setting in Daggerfall itself. I got rid of the picking what quest you want option, because I would just end up picking the same ones over and over again, and there wouldn't really be any challenge to it. Yes, if the internal azimuthal vectors really do cross at the anterior pole, it should be possible... Eh? Oh, Journeyman, I didn't see you standing there, but how fortuitous. I need someone to help me with my research. Are you available? No, I'm not really doing anything else right now. Oh my god. Splendid. You see, I'm working on a particularly thorny problem in theoretical applied magicka, and I need a particular magic short shirt. Made by Theodorian Kingsley himself. By all reports, a masterful little piece of work, but according to my research, impossible. The internal azimuth vectors are such that I cannot reconcile the externally manifested lateral flow lines. Well, having the piece to study would help me immeasurably, but I have not had much luck tracking it down. The only reference I've come across mentioned a catalogue once held at the by the library at, oh yes, nowadays it's now known as Tower Buckingham. Tower Buckingham. You may also try a colleague of mine, Barbosa Hearthfield. She's an expert on Theodorian Kingsley. Wrote the definitive biography, although in my opinion, well, no time to get into that old debate. You'll find Barbosa Hearthfield in a dank hole called the Tomb of Baragoth. I don't see how she can abide working in such places. Yes, come back and see me in, say, 45 days and report your findings? Yes, splendid. A tomb. She sounds like my kind of woman. I think I'll go visit her first. Just check we have food. Oh, we've got plenty of rations. And... oh, get rid of this. No. Right click. There we go. Every time I'm always like holding shift or control to get to drop these things, and I always end up eating them. Thankfully I didn't have to I didn't have to eat it. Yeah, we should be good to travel. So, we will be going to the Tomb of Baragoth, which is interestingly its own side quest. Yeah. I've actually got a lot more gold than I thought. Yeah, I did all the buying and selling of stuff off screen. Orcs, eh? But yeah, you all seem to be really enjoying it. I'm actually really surprised at how well the first two parts are doing. Like, I know in the grand scheme of things, it's not the yeah, there we go. It's not the most, you know, popular series. Oh, here lies something infinity. That's cool. It's not the most popular series on YouTube, but it's doing quite well for my little corner of YouTube. So I'm very grateful if you're watching this. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying. Did you see those eyes? Yep. Thankfully, we don't get paralyzed. Got myself a little bit there. Hang on. Don't I have... oh, a minor shock. There we go. Oh, some venom. That might come in handy. Oh. They use the Oblivion skeleton sounds in Daggerfall. It's... I mean, it's alright, but, you know, nothing beats the Daggerfall scream. Let's see. Can I cast Knock? Ah. Okay. That was good. I didn't know if the knock spell worked on those, so I'm glad they do. We could armor up a little bit. There we go. It does feel a little odd for him to be wearing armor, but I think he's not stupid. He knows he should be wearing armor. So, also I like. Yeah, I like the Daggerfall layering where you can just put armor on top of clothes. Honestly, having the cudgel for when magic fails is such a good. Oh man, I have no idea what that noise is. Yeah, that noise. Maybe I'm regretting coming here. I know this isn't an Iron Man, but I want to die as little as possible as this character. So I really want to put myself in his shoes. Like, he's probably used to a more sanitized form of necromancy than this. Like, I don't think he really goes delving into tombs for bodies. I like to imagine. Woo! Man, did you see that thing move? Ooh-wee. I like to imagine there's like a sort of a system, like how there was in like, I think it must have been like in like Victorian England and such, where like the bodies of criminals and such, and, you know, other unfortunate people were used for medical research, or just like sold to universities, or, you know, just done surreptitiously. I like to imagine that maybe Somerset has something similar. I'm just checking for secret doors. Somerset maybe has something similar. Maybe the Empire has something similar, where bodies of criminals are given over to necromancers. Something managed to get out of wherever it was locked away. Sold to necromancers, or for necromantic study. Because necromancy is legal in the Empire. For now. I don't know what ambient mods I have at the moment, but they are working. That must be like a zombie or something. I think Valaril is like very much regretting coming here. He's like, holy shit, this what's her name? Just flips through all of his books. This Barbosa Hearthfield, she's fucking hardcore. Oh, there we go. Take one of these and call me in the morning. Hiya! Oh. Not so tough now, are you? Dead end. Fantastic. I think we're going to have to go down the hole. Not really much of a climber. This ought to do it. Ah, ghouls. Right, well, you stay right there. That's it. Stay still and... ah, rats. There we go. Ah, that's better. Oh! Hello. Oh my god. Woo! We'll drop a save. Something I have not done since I've entered this dungeon. Are you two going to fight each other, or...? No? Same side. Well, as long as you two stay... Oh! As long as you two stay within fireball range. These things aren't too tough. As in, yeah, I'm not doing much damage with the staff, which is... oh, never mind. I've also played around with the... oh, that's one of the items we need to do necromancy, I think, or to summon imps. We shall definitely have that. Yeah, I've also tweaked some of the other mods so that the health bar tells me the name of enemies instead of just giving me a percentage, because I like that a little more. You know, personally, I would rather it didn't give me sort of like an exact ratio with the... oh, you know, I'll show you what I mean. Maybe I won't. There we go. Show me the exact ratio of how much that did relative to its full health. Because I wouldn't know that. Oh my god, hello. I thought I heard something behind me. Yeah, because you wouldn't know that. As a character in Daggerfall. But you would get a sort of idea of how damaged an enemy was. So like I would prefer it was like a colour. You know, like it would give you like sort of like a green, yellow, red of how close they are to death, but then maybe you would end up learning. Oh, we have not got hit once. Yeah, you would just end up learning the same like correlations anyway, I don't know. Just like something that would oops, yeah. Obfuscate it a bit more without it being completely opaque to the player. Yeah, no. Speaking of mods, though, as part of me making my own mod, I've been hanging out on the Lysandus' Tomb Discord server quite a lot, especially in the modding channels. Let's go for an arcane arrow just so we don't blow ourselves up. And I've been talking to some of the people who actually like make some of the mods that we've been using, like people who made climates and calories and the locked loot containers and stuff like that. They're all there. Oh, I can hear a and oh my god, where were you? Oh, can I kick you down the hole? Oh, be careful. Like I've seen mods get made just right in front of my eyes. Like one of the mod creators has made like a third-person mod for Daggerfall, which is insane. And now he's making a mod that, when it's fully finished and released, I am absolutely adding it to this playthrough because it's going to work very nicely with this character. Which basically, it makes it... He's got one that I've added which makes it so that if you have a shield, it actually shows up in the bottom left, like it would in, you know, like Skyrim and well, I guess all of them other than Daggerfall and Arena. I hate this spell. But he's going to have one that's the same but for torches. It really sounds like something's behind me. Where if you have a torch, you'll actually be holding it... Oh, that was worth it. You'll actually be holding it in your left hand. But it means if you want to cast a spell... Well, like that, but I didn't mean to do that. Which takes both hands, you can't be holding a torch at the same time. And the same if you want to have a shield or if you want to have a two-handed weapon. We're going to need 49, so I have to sit here for a little bit. Let's have a quick rest if we're allowed. Oh, we are. And the reason why I like that for Valaril is that would actually give us a reason to use Candle. Because then it would be a light source that doesn't require us to use our hands. Ooh, okay. Let's be careful around that then. Oh, I hear another spider. I just like that because... Oh my god, because otherwise a lantern is just superior in like nearly every way. Especially where Candle like flickers and dances in front of your face. Ooh, hello. I need to figure out how to hotkey things. Someone did suggest in the comments about there is a mod to do it. I think I do have that mod as part of Daggerfall because I have the things in the bottom left, but I'm not 100% sure, so I should probably figure that out after this episode. Yeah, that would be very handy with my spells. Oh, hello. I'm not entirely sure what determines the actual amount of damage that I do. Oh, man. I really need to get the mod that lets you loot these things. Yeah, I'm not really sure what determines the damage the fireball does, because it seems like I did no damage and then he absorbed the spell, but took a whole bunch of damage. I think I've been down there, right? Yeah. Oh, is there a secret door in here? There is, but it's locked. Not anymore. Oh, poor guy. It feels a little... There's something... It feels like something a little amiss that I'm being able to clobber skeletons this easily. Like, skeletons are supposed to be a bit of a check in this game. But they seem to be pretty alright. Let's see. Oh, I suppose we could go up here. Well, not yet, we can't. Have another little rest. Do you have anything cooked? Nope. Just don't want to run out of rations. Oh, hello there. Oh. Well, at least we're getting a decent amount of money off these. For this level, at least. What is our destruction? 45. Not bad. How close are we to leveling up? No, we're 2/3 of the way. Let's see. I would love to get to well, get to level. Hello. Ooh. Oh, see ya. I would love to get to level 3 in this episode, but also like I've never managed to get a character very far in Daggerfall. Like I always get new characteritis, which I was hoping. Oh, crossbow! I didn't know those were in this mod pack. We won't take it though because I don't think Valaril has much interest. I always get new characteritis, and I really want to start a new character. And I've won't be doing that again. And I've even had the urge to start a new character to play offline on my own. But I've resisted the urge to save all of my like strength to play Daggerfall. It makes it sound like it's a bit of a chore. Oh, this is a teleporter. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't set an anchor. You can tell I'm out of practice. I didn't want to burn all of my goodwill with this game without making episodes for you, because I really enjoy playing this character and having this sort of narrative exercise. Oh, okay, we've looped around. Nice. Having this sort of like narrative exercise in narrating what this character's internal monologue is, and kind of like just making a story out of his journey in Daggerfall. And I just didn't want to compromise that, you know. And also, I was hoping that my... Okay, we think we're going to have to go through the portal. Let's go back to the start and pop the anchor down there at least. I was hoping that the Iron Man series would help quell that a bit. Oh, how are we gonna... Oh man, it's quite a way down there, isn't it? Let's see. Oh, it's not too bad, unless I don't think those connect. Maybe they do. Alright, so that way, right. Nope. Straight ahead, down. That was it. I was hoping the Iron Man would sort of quell that a bit. It did, but the problem was I would get attached and I would start getting to parts of the game that I hadn't really experienced before, and then I would die. Which was entirely my fault. And I just need to get better at the game. So that's where this comes in. Oh man, the constant skeleton noises. I don't want to go in here. I thought that was a skeleton there for a second. I mean, it kind of is. Oh, we're back here. Oh. Okay, I think we want to go back into this room and up. Ooh, I think this not to metagame it a little bit, but I think this tends to be sort of like where the quest items end up being, and maybe the quest NPC, we'll find out. So we want to go here and down. So no, I really want to get to a high level with Valaril. Like, I really want to have high level mage content. Oh, there's a lever. Oh, we'll pull it, and maybe we'll find out what happened. Didn't have to burn the spell. Yeah, this is usually, yeah, all locked. Nope. They're trying to get out. Oh, that's a ghoul. I was trying to figure out what the hell that sprite was. There we go. There's one. Any more? See if we can... No. Won't waste any more. We're going to have to get our staff repaired when we get back to town. Just join the Fighters Guild. Not... Oh, how did I miss that? I'm assuming this is like an alchemical ingredient. But I have no idea. Especially seeing as ghouls are modded. I'm not entirely certain they would be alchemical ingredients. But maybe ghoul's tongue is an ingredient and ghouls were just added to make that make sense. I swear also, like, ghouls normally I want to say like vanilla, but I mean the mod as normal has a different sound, and they've changed it to be the Oblivion zombies. Come on. Don't make me break my walking stick on this. Oh well, I feel like I can do it better now anyway. I hate knock so much, it's such a stupid spell. I just want to see this character through, you know. I'm learning that this probably isn't where the quest NPC is. Just take a sip of my water there while we wait. I wanna... And I would love to get to later game content because, like, you know, are you a skeleton or are you like a flat? I think you're an actual skeleton, aren't you? Yes. Are you stuck in the... Oh, someone's stuck in the coffin. Can't get out. Ow. How rude. There we go. Ooh. And some green berries. Those are definitely alchemy ingredients because I also wanted to try alchemy as this character, which means we're going to have to get high up there in the Mages Guild. So we'll keep those. Ooh. But, another holy dagger. But yeah, this sort of thing, like, I really like the idea of us just having lots of magic items. We'll put the skirt on. Okay, so cast when used. We'll identify that when we're back at the Mages Guild. Alright, I guess we'll go back up the hole there. Having levitate as well is so good in Daggerfall. Ah, then there's the entrance. And we don't have enough points for recall. Fantastic. We'll put a little camp down. Oh. Oh, that was just the door shutting. I thought that was something trying to break in and kill us. Right. Anchor. There we go. Right, we can now try and find our way back to the... Oh, there's an upstairs as well. Oh, not that spell. Yeah, I definitely need to figure out how hotkeying works. Because especially in dungeons, being able to switch between, like, fireball... Oh, hello there. Fireball, levitate, healing would be very handy. Oh, look at that. I probably shouldn't do stuff like that. I feel like Valaril would be the kind of person who would just burn the magic points to levitate rather than risk his life jumping over a hole, but... Aww. Oh, hello. Didn't seem to affect you very much, did it? I don't really want to jump over there. Seems we're at an impasse, young man. Oh! Ah! Man. I don't know why it sounds like a book opening doing that, but... Why do I keep opening that by mistake? I want to do this. As soon as my magicka comes back, it's all over for you. I'm doing a lot of in-character voices today, apparently. I'm assuming this just loops... Oh! Ah! Outsmarted. This man just comes into this dungeon looking for this woman and assuming that she's reanimated all of these skeletons for whatever reason. Valaril's just come and bash them all to death again. Oh, fine, we'll try climbing. No, that didn't feel right. There we go, that's more my speed. Why is there a cursor on my screen? Ah! What have I done? What button have I pushed? Why has this happened? Oh! Try reloading. these loading screens, I really like the art, and I really don't like the models that they get put on top. Oh man. Something's definitely happened. One moment, let me see if I can figure this out. Ah, I figured it out. Enter, apparently. Does that. So, there we go. Now we just need to find our way back to the teleporter. I mean, we pulled that lever, so now anything could have happened. There was that elevator, actually, that was, like, up. And there wasn't really a switch next to it, not the one that I saw, anyway. So maybe that lever controls that. Let's see. There were also some other, like, yeah, like there's this that we haven't done yet. I mean, we can, that's right there, we can try that out. Yeah, no, in terms of modding, the reason why I ended up making the mod that I did, yeah, it was locked, that's why. We'll try knock. Oh, beautiful. When knock works, I love it. But the problem is it barely ever works. We just... Oh, we're back at the entrance. Fantastic. Alright. Got me, game. That's what you get for trying to be clever, I suppose. But yeah, the reason why I started getting into the modding is like because I really enjoyed the mage gameplay with Valaril. I really wanted to try making a mod that's more spells. And as I was doing it, I realised that there... Oh man. We're just going to be wandering around these halls forever, aren't we? But when you add the spells, you can't add them to... Well, at least there's no way I know of that you can add them to like the spell lists to buy at a Mage's Guild. That's kind of hard-coded inside Daggerfall Unity. And so I started thinking, okay, well, what's an alternative way of getting spells? So, you know, I was hoping we would come across my mod before now, but I know for a fact that we're not going to encounter it in this dungeon type. So my mod was started off with thinking, well, how can we encounter more like modded spells? And so I took a leaf out of the Future Games books and I added in spell scrolls, which can be found as loot around doing a big old loop, are we? Yep. Which can be found as loot, or you can find them in shops. And that's a different way of learning spells, because it's like in D&D where you can copy a scroll into your spell book, but it destroys the scroll. But I also managed to get it so that they're like scrolls in the Future Games where, this is new, where if you have one and you open up this menu, they're in the menu and you can use them as like a one-time use of the spell, which is really handy if you're not a magic using character. You get like a free manaless cast of the spell. Oh, we don't want to do that. There we go. Which I just think is really neat, and I'm surprised nobody else had really thought of it before now. Or maybe they had and they just didn't implement it. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I'm really thrilled with all the feedback I've got on it. And I'm gonna hopefully showcase that today. Because if we oh, green is my health, I think. We want. Oh, we don't have. Oh, we do. There we go. That's better. Take a little magical breather. Yeah, hopefully we'll end up encountering a spell scroll in this part. Oh, Jesus Christ! It's a little sad that these two are, or you know, these two enemy types are allies, and they aren't fighting each other. potion of resist shock? Don't mind if I do. I think actually, I can't remember where we picked up. Yeah, we have a recipe for resist poison as well. So once we gain access to potion making, we can start making those. Ah, you are a very difficult woman to find. Good morning. Did Christissa Ashing send you with those supplies I ordered? Oh, Gondictor Buckingcroft said I might know where to find the Theodorian Kingsley's short shirt. I'm sorry, that seems to have disappeared shortly after his death and hasn't been heard of since. A real shame, but could you do me a favour since you're here? I need a few things for my work here. If you could fetch them for me, I'd be most grateful. Well, I do need to do this other thing for Gondictor, but alright. What is it? Excellent. Here, let me jot down what I need. Take this list to Christissa Ashing of Dr. Rodestair's Spices in Mercastle. Okay, well, that's where we came from, so... we have 45... Okay, well, let's put her on the map. What's her name? Barbosa. Hopefully that persists. I think I have persistent dungeons, so... hopefully that persists. Well, goodbye. There we go. Oh. I never thought I'd really say this, but I'm glad to be out of that tomb. Now let's see where our other objective then. It's a shame that that didn't pan out. I think the quests like that where they there we go. Look in Tower... Oh yes, Tower Buckingham. That was the one. Yeah, for quests like that where you have to go and do like an optional thing, it's like a 50-50 whether it actually pans out or not. So we just got unlucky there. Oh, well, out of one dungeon into another, I guess. Oh, we refilled our water. I was just about to say, going from one dungeon to another might have been a bad idea. But I think where we travelled cautiously, we stopped at inns and stuff, that refilled our water. This is a nice little castle. Let's put down the anchor outside. Let's see what we're dealing with. Oh, someone's getting someone's getting eaten by a rat. Well, we can handle rats. Oh, I can't resist just pulling a lever as soon as you see it. Why are we here again? Oh, we're looking for an old catalogue. Yeah, one of the I hate this spell so much. One of the spells I wanted to make as part of the mod. Oh, they're bats, not rats. Oh, you guys. Bold of you to be standing so close together when I have a fireball. Oh, never mind. What do you mean spell was absorbed? You're a bat! Oh! Send that one out of bounds. Yeah, one of the spells I successfully made, but just didn't include as part of the mod. It was a spell that when you cast it, it will... one of them was like detect item, and it would put a pip on your map for every loot pile in a radius temporarily until the spell ran out. Another one would do the same for enemies, so it would like send out sort of like a radar ping, so you'd get pips of where enemies were when you cast the spell. I think it would be probably an idea to do the same, but for quest objectives, but maybe that's a bit of a cheat. Well, knock finally decided to work. We're getting a bit bruised. Oh. It would have been nice to fireball the entirety of them in one go, but 'tis not to be. Ooh, we're getting a bit spanked there. There we go. There we go. Well, that was pointless. Onwards, I guess. Seems like this dungeon's not quite as perilous as... Oh! Hello, sir. Is this your tower? You're probably a bit... Yeah, you're a bit more deadly. Oh my god, that barely even hurt you. Right. Oh! Is that him there? Ooh. Yep, that's him. Man, where did he even come from? It's, I believe it was, yeah. It's kind of bad logic to just... Are we poisoned? Oh no. We might have been poisoned. The only potion we have is resist shock. Let's drop a save. And rest. If need be. Oh, we've contracted... What was that? Brain fever is a slow death as your willpower, your health, and even your personality trickle away day by day. Oh, well that's no fun. How long do we have on this quest? Oh, we have 43 days, so it doesn't take long to travel around. Well. Oh. We'll be back here once I'm well, I suppose. Let's see, where's the nearest temple? Sacred Redeemer of Kinnereth. Alright. See if we can get ourselves cured for probably hundreds of gold. No. Not sure Valaril's much of a worshipper of Kinnereth. I think we were talking about this in the last episode. What kind of pantheon he would probably worship. Let's see, what are our... Oh man. Hopefully our stats go up. Oh yeah, that's not too bad. Ah, thank you. Right. Yeah, we should... Next time we stop in town... Oh! Got a little letter. Cartographers Association of the Iliac Bay Coegria Charter. A group of expert explorers and designers wish to chart some of the locations lost to memory that might have historical or resourceful value to the public. We are currently accepting applicants for new explorers at Van Castle Garden for the next 34 days. Present personally to Everlauser Wicksmith at Edwictor's Lyceum. Cartographers Association. I've never done it. And Valaril might be the guy for it, but that's... I mean, I say it's cutting it fine. We could probably finish this quest. I could have actually teleported back to my anchor. Oh well. Oh, I don't have time for this. That was in character, by the way. That wasn't me saying I don't have time for this. Yeah, we have plenty of time to go around and finish this quest, and then we can at least join the cartographers. Right, this time Let's not contract a disease from all the bats. Like you. We'll use a slightly less powerful spell. There we go. Oh, what was that? Oh, our burden. Are we quite burdened? Yeah, I suppose we are. I mean, we are wearing all this armor. I really like the silver brigandine jerkin that he has. I really like that. I like the idea that he would at least always have like one of the brigandine armors, because they just look fantastic, and it just kind of feels like it suits his aesthetic. Alright, there you are again, potentially. You might be the same one. Oh man. There we go. Guard. Oh, cooked fish. We'll eat that and get a nice little bonus. Strange place, this. Just gonna. Oh, I hear a breeze. That might be a secret door. Okay, we still haven't leveled up. Oh, we're very close. We'll probably level up by the end of this dungeon. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. I'm enjoying the dungeon crawling. It feels like they're a very approachable level of difficulty. This one I feel like it's going to be a bit harder than the last one, just because of the humanoid enemies and the yeah, these little buggers. I don't want to get sick again. It cost me so much money. Let's see, what are we... Okay, we're still in a profit this episode. Oh. Someone's fighting. Oh! Well, whoever it was, they won. Oh, I hear a... Ah! Please don't make me sick again. Yeah, when we get back to Mercester, I think potion shopping... Oh! Well, something's gone a little wrong with the lookup tables, but let's just pretend we didn't see that. Item number 476A-LCX08. Type short shirt. Creator Theodorian Kingsley of Uptower Moor. This short shirt is one of Theodorian Kingsley's lesser works, ranking below his famous wand of verbosity and craftsmanship, and not even close to a masterpiece of sheer audacity like his scissors of styling. Still, this short shirt shows Theodorian Kingsley's distinctive style in the many small touches he puts on all his work. The embossed brass fittings with his signature stamp, the unusual choice of an enamelled finish, blah, 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 blah. On loan from the Barrow of Stadavam. It was once held in a place called the Barrow of Stadavam. Now, does that mean I have to go to the Barrow of Stadavam, or do I just go back and tell him that it's in a different castle, so to speak? We'll go round. Actually, to hell with it. Oh, I thought the game was crashing there for a second. I was a little spooked. Had enough. I've had enough of dungeons. Alright, back to Mercester. Actually, what was it? Let's check if it's even on our map. Because if it's on our map, then we can check it out. Barrow of Stadavam. It is on our map. You know, we'll go back to Mercester. Oh, it's very close, actually. We'll go via Mercester. And we'll go visit the Mages Guild, which is annoyingly on the complete other side of the map. Well, you can go via some of these shops, see if we can find any potions and like. Although potions are blisteringly expensive, I don't know if we'll be able to afford. Clearance sale. The Temper of Killinrith. There's no further need for these goods. He stands behind a pile of rapidly diminishing trinkets. Some of the few remaining objects, you notice one holy tome in good shape. Yes. Huh. Well, that'll do nicely for our money situation. Oh yeah, we do have a lot of loot on us, actually, and we can probably sell some of it. Let's see. Oh, while we're here, we might actually find something. Let's see. Well, we want to get that identified. Ah, we cannot actually sell you anything. Yeah. Oh, and here we go. A spell scroll. Resist cold. We don't need that. Ooh. Light. Could be useful. And there's none there. How are we doing on oil? Yeah, we could use a little more. Yeah, we'll continue our way east. So yeah, those were spell scrolls. So they're pre-identified if you buy them from shops. But if you find them out in the wild, you need to identify them. Guess we can't go that way. Yeah, if you find them out in the wild, you'll need to identify them yourself or take them to the Mages Guild. This is actually, thinking about it, this is a very interesting little city block. I've never seen a city block like this. This must be modded. Huh. That's very cool. Oh no, not the plague. I'm going to get sick again. Oh, what is this place? It's not even a tavern, it's just a house. Huh. Hail to thee. Please disseminate a little news, will you? Be good to your fellow man, or the Daedra's what? You illiterate. Ah, little weapons. Oh. Oh, at least that etiquette came up. What the hell do you want, Valaril? Any news? Rodawir Wixton is the new Count of Shalgora. Oh, fascinating. Oh. Yeah, 7:30. We can find an armor shop. That'd probably be better. I could cut this out, but this is such a nice little walk, actually. I really like this town. I only came here because... yeah, I only came here because it had the clothes shop. I haven't actually been in this part. Look at that. This little section here. Hang on, I want to check this out a little bit more. This is really cool. That's the thing. If cities could have elevation changes... Wow, look at this. If cities could have elevation changes, then that would just be perfection. Like, imagine this with like a slope up. Oh, man. One day someone's going to figure it out, and it's going to be a glorious day. That's way beyond my skills. Like, spell scrolls, it took me a couple of days. Like, my day job is programming, so it shouldn't have taken me this long, but spell scrolls took me a couple of days, and I've had to like patch it like 3 times because of bugs, and I'm scared to touch it again. I don't trust myself with playing around with the world generation. Ah, I would have cut that out, but that was just a really nice walk through the city. That's really cool. That's the thing, like stuff like that breaks up the monotony, and like I know I keep saying it, but like changes in elevation would like really break up. Well, might as well get some breakfast, I suppose. Oh, it's like where we started our episode. That's cool. Yeah, we'll get some... Oh, this place is terrible. We'll get some bread and cheese. Some tea, I suppose. Like, it would just, like, break things up. And you would have, like, landmarks. Like, that was almost... Like, if I ended up over there again, I would know where I am in Mercester. So, yeah. If anyone ever figures that out, then by God. Alright. Actually, I don't really want all this armor, to be honest. I like the idea of being... did I sell my boots? No, they're there. I like the idea of just having the Brigandine jerkin. There we go. Let's see, do you have a higher tier jerkin? Oh, an elven helm. Oh, I can't even... Ah. I guess the Brigandine stuff counts as light armor, which I quite like. Oh, look at that, we've got Dawn already. Iron. That must be... Oh no, I can wear it. Oh. Jesus Christ. So apparently we're still wearing a van brace. There we go. And our cloak, please. There we go. Now we're fashion scrollsing again. Repair. Could you repair my stuff, good man? One day. Very well, I'll see you tomorrow. Well, looks like we're not going out adventuring again. Today. Locked? Why don't I believe you? Exactly. I knew better. We don't actually... Yeah, we don't have anything ready to sell. Ooh. Water breathing. The spell scrolls are leveled. So as we level up, we will find better spell scrolls. But really what we want is a potion shop. Or an alchemist rather. But we really do be clanging with just this jerkin on. We probably want to sell these symbols and stuff. I think a pawn shop is what we want for those. But I don't see one in the town square. I don't think there are any. And there are no alchemists in this place either. Oh. A shame. Let's see, what else could we have? I don't really think there's anything else we... Because we want to sell these religious items and holy tomes and holy water and stuff, but I didn't think I could sell them to the general store, but maybe I just completely missed that. Let's see. Yeah, no, you can't. That's a shame. What have we got in here? It would be nice to find a... Ooh, does that... Ooh, that kind of goes. I mean, it is a bit of all the same stuff, but we'll keep that just for have an extra cloak. Oh, there's a purple cloak. I know I could check upstairs, but it always feels weird going upstairs for, There we go. The doors are weird in Daggerfall. I don't know if it's just me or what, but the doors don't seem to be behaving. Now let's go see if this quest can be handed in, or if I do have to go to that place. Brother, are you... Why do you have a ball and chain? Is this your punishment for something? This place is barbaric. Oh, no, it's probably a long shot, but never mind. There is something mightily amiss with this mod load order. Oh. Man, I would have, like, yeah, I've said it before, but like, I would have completely cut out this trip through Mercester, but it's just been nice walking through it. I definitely don't want to do it every time, but... Huh. And this time we were going to set the anchor in the Mages Guild. Oh, of course. There's no... Oh, there is an inn nearby. We'll rest there at least. Until it opens. It's a stupid time to open. No. Food. Oh, you don't have good food either. Another tea. There we go. Hello? Kitty? Oh. Must be up in a roof or something. This way. Like another reason why it'd be nice if there was some height variation is being able to see buildings in the distance rather than it being just kind of like flat horizon. Like the Fighters Guild is kind of nice that it's such a tall building, but it's the only... I have to do this every time. See what I mean about just the models in front of the loading screens? It's just very weird. What do you make of these vector lines? I've tried using Mencifer's theorem to reconcile the coefficients, but I just end up with a mess. Perhaps if I tried... Yeah, I think we're going to have to go to that other dungeon. Let's see, is the identify person anywhere? Ooh, training. We should get some training while we're here. Man. I hate this Mages Guild layout. It is such a nightmare. Next, there's the magic item guy, and then you go through here, and then there's the Daedra Summoner, and here's the Identify guy. Right. Oh, that would have been bloody... Well, actually, no, this is poison, not disease, but... Well, that's very handy. Ooh. Mages Guild is the official centre of... I like to imagine that Valaril is just testing this guy. Fair day to thee. I would appreciate any information about the Mages Guild. The Mages Guild is the official centre of magical study in Tamriel. Most major towns have a bureau of the guild where they sell spells and magical items. In addition to their studies, you surely are already aware that... yes. Perhaps you're not a native. I shouldn't make fun of your grammar. Prithee, do you know anything about the necromancers? You are the first person to ask. Sadly, I remain ignorant of the answer. Sadly, huh? I'll remember you. Oh, teleportation. One day we'll be able to use that. Yeah. Our rank is probably like absolute dog water at the moment. Yeah, Journeyman 10. Well, as soon as we finish this long quest, we need to... Let's go back to that tavern. Yep. And rest the night. We'll just say that for the rest of the day he takes it easy. We'll read one of our books. And then we'll pick up our stuff in the morning and we'll head out to that other dungeon. And then I think that'll be the episode. There we go. God, the doors are just so fiddly in this. Whoa. I'm really not sure about the 3D models. Like, next to the flat sprites, like... I'm not even going to ask. Expensive room for such a terrible tavern. Oh. Oh, cool. Alright. It's 12 o'clock. Let's rest until this evening. Then we'll go down for dinner and a drink, and then we'll... It's a bit late, actually. I can't believe we still haven't leveled up. Let's see, do we have any books to read? Oh, we actually don't. Oh well, I thought we had some books. Well, let's... I really want to push ourselves over the level. Let's just... Now, I know that's a little exploity, but what I like to imagine is that throughout the day he's just sort of been practicing his magic throughout the day, not just in a burst like that. And so it's not quite as crazy. Oh, come on. Have we still... I guess restoration. Yeah. Oh, well. I've also really been trying to get transparent windows to work, and I just can't get it to work. Not with our combination of dream... Oh, hood up. Not with the combination of dream that I have. Was it the odd male that I gave my staff to? I think it was. Oh. I guess we're walking back through Mercester. I'll save you the trouble. I'll see you back when I've got my staff. Alrighty. It has been an extra day in game. The staff wasn't actually ready, so I just spent another day. It was actually at this one here. It was the superior weaponry, not the odd male. So I went all the way over here. And then had to come back. But we will continue on our journey, and it is to the Barrow of Stadavan, which wasn't too far away from memory. Yeah, one day. Before we forget, I need to set our anchor. I'm just going to put it here. Save going all the way back. And Stadavan. Right, all this for some old shirt. It better be worth it. Is all I'm saying. We better level up as well. We are so close. And our staff is now... Whew, I almost thought we didn't have it there for a second. Is now fully repaired. So let's go bash whatever's in here. It's a barrow, so I'm assuming undeads. Am I going crazy, or do I not have a lantern? I don't think I have a lantern. Did I misplace my lantern? Oh well. I heard a spider. Oh, we're in a very similar sort of dungeon layout again. That hit a little harder than I wanted it to. I feel like fireball is the appropriate response to these spiders. It's ooh, spider's venom. That's probably an alchemical ingredient. It's currently the like mid to late August. Ooh. I mean, you can see when the video is uploaded, and you're probably watching it very close to the upload date. But it's that time of the year in the UK when... Ooh, potion of healing recipe, that's very handy. It's that time of the year in the UK where it's getting a little cold out at night, but during the day it's still quite warm. So during the day we have our doors and windows open, but then during the night it gets a little cold, so all of the bugs come inside, and that includes the largest spiders you'll ever see in the UK. The other day my fiance called me in to just be like, Sam, there is an enormous spider in my office. Please get rid of it. Goodbye. And I had to usher this poor little... I say little. This poor, enormous... Oh, not this again. Please don't make me sick. Enormous spider off the ceiling into a glass so I could go put it outside. And our garden, it has like this little like it's a weird shaped garden. It has like a little notch around the corner where it's just like this little square of turf that sounds like a ghoul. Little square of turf. Ah, that was a lot of damage. That didn't really know what to do with, and it was kind of a pain to mow, and I kind of hate having like a bare lawn. Like I really like having... Come on, there we go. Why was that guy so hard to... Ow. Dwarven crossbow. I always hate that just because it's a cool item. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of just having like grass and that's it. So I've been planting loads of like flowers. Oh, we finally leveled up. I've been planting loads of flowers that bees have been all over. We're just going to dump that all into intelligence, baby. And so basically what I did, to carry on with this incredibly rambly story, what I did was just like put in these little like dividers into the ground, where that notch sort of like deviates from the rest of the square of our garden, and then just stopped mowing it and just let it do whatever the hell it wanted. And that's been like over a year now, and it's just this full-on, we call it the meadow, because that's kind of what it is. Like, it's just like wildflowers that are nearly as tall as I am, and I'm not exactly the tallest guy, so it's not that impressive, but it is really beautiful seeing just nature just take over a little section. So basically, long story short, the point of the story is I got this enormous spider and I put him out in the meadow, or put her out in the meadow, and hopefully that was a good place for them, because it was a really hot day as well. So I didn't want to just like take this spider that was in shade and shelter and then just go and dump them out in the like 30+ degrees Celsius sun. So hopefully that was the right move. I really hope I don't get another disease. I should probably as soon as this bat's gone, man, I'm losing my touch with this. I started this session off like barely getting hit by skeletons, and now I'm kind of jumping the shark a bit with dodging. Should have a look at what the potion recipe is actually needs. Red berries, troll's blood, elixir vitae, and mercury. Okay, well, I'll keep an eye out for those items. Is this called an elevator? Oh. Yes. Aha! I see. I didn't notice the lever the first time we were there. Oh, Jesus. I don't know why I decided that was a good time to take a sip of my drink. Oh, that was a good fireball. I wish I had another one in me. Come on. How much? Oh, we're quite a way off. Hang on. Close the door. Close the door. Oh. Let our magic come back before we tackle that. Oh, what a waste. They're all kind of bottlenecking themselves. It must have been such a dice roll to get ill, because like I feel like we've been fighting bats. Like we started this character in a dungeon full of hordes of bats like this, and we didn't get sick. It was just that other dungeon. There we go. Take a nice little sip of my drink. It is getting kind of late here. So I've poured myself a lovely a lovely session IPA, 3.5%. So I'm good to drive. I'm good to play Daggerfall. But yeah, it's getting later. So hopefully we can find this shirt, and that will be this episode nicely rounded off. But I talked about this a bit. Oh, we've done a loop. We have. I talked about this a bit in the Iron Man series, but I like to brew my own alcohol as well. I mostly do like beer and cider, and I started a hopped cider yesterday. It is smelling pretty good, not gonna lie. I did I mean, if you're not into brewing at all, this is gonna sound like absolute nonsense, so I'm gonna talk about this for very briefly, and then we'll get back to other topics. But I did what's known as dip hopping, I found out, where you sort of like add the hops to hot water and let them steep in that for like an hour, and then you just like pitch everything on top of it. So normally you would pitch your unfermented beer, your wort, on top, whereas this time I just pitched apple juice on top of it. Wow, wowee, great. Wow, I think this whole lower section is completely not part of it. At least we have a quick way back up. There we go. Put the apple juice on top, and then added all the yeast and everything. And what that's supposed to do is, because the hops are there from the very beginning, it gives it a different flavour. And just from the smell alone, I'm pretty sure that's true. It smells like sweet beer, is the only way I can describe it, because it's still mostly apple juice. Yeah, no, it is shaping up pretty good. Ah! Oh my god, is this my penance for talking about hops for too long? Oh, that felt good, just absolutely wanging a spider with a fireball. I actually, oh, a skeleton! Huh. Makes a nice change. I actually have quite a few God, that was really loud. A few free days coming up this week before I go away at the end of the week. Oh, look at all this treasure. So I'm hoping I'm going to be able to just like record an absolute shed load of Daggerfall. And then just have them all set to upload. Yeah, I should probably get rid of the statue. There we go. That way, because I feel a bit bad missing. I really wanted it to be that I would upload every like Friday evening, well, at least in the UK, like Friday morning, afternoon in America. And then I just didn't have one ready, so I missed it this week. But you have one midweek now. Yeah, we looked at all these. Yeah, you now have a midweek one. And then hopefully we'll be back to our regular schedule. Yeah, I didn't want to promise a Friday schedule because I knew I was going to immediately miss it, and what do you know, I did. But that'll be my hope, is a new Daggerfall, a new Valaril. We should stop calling it Daggerfall at this point. A new Valaril every Friday. I think it's this one that has the room behind it. But no, this episode will be a bit of a fluke, because I feel like I owe you all an episode. So I'm going to release this one midweek. And then there'll be another one on Friday. Come on. There we go. Ha! The short shirt. Let's get out of here. We need 55 spell points. I really want to open this actually. Oh man, but we need the spell points for knock for that. Okay, right. Let's get back. Let's put down our camp. Oh, we're sick again. Brain fever again. God damn. This man is just addicted to getting brain fever. This man's just like the Jair Bolsonaro of brain fever. We're not strong enough to open this apparently. Ah well. And it's daytime. Oh, and it's just about too early for that. I think that's a temple? Or is that a temple? I feel like this one's a temple, but then what's this one? Because that's the Fighters Guild. Maybe one of them's the Archaeologists Guild? Let's get ourselves to a temple. Excuse me, hello there. Yes, I need something. I need the Temple of Kinnereth. Hail to thee. Perhaps you can... hail to thee. Perhaps you can guide me towards the Temple of Kinnereth? Kiss off her. Look, listen, point me towards the Temple of Kinnereth. It's very important. Ah, fucking... These people know... It's a plague. Don't you know? Hi there. Where's the Temple of Kinnereth? Look, I'm fairly certain it's that one down there. Oh, there goes our streetwise. Let's see, what is our etiquette and our streetwise? Our etiquette is only 16. So, even if we did start talking to royals, we would probably not do very well. Hello. You are approached by a young page who smiles in recognition and does not ask your name before he hands you a letter addressed to you. To all of your questions, he merely responds with a blank look and smile.
Well, I'll read this in a moment. I've got more important things at the moment.
I like how I keep accidentally triggering the climates and calories text because I keep flicking the mouse up for him to be like, bah, bah.
Yes, I know the weather's temperate.
That definitely looks like a temple. Well, time to flush. Oh yeah, we're going to end up with less money than we started now. After all that. We're done with the quest. Yes, yes. Get no response. Oh, I hope you're not the person who's supposed to heal me. Yeah, there we go. 250. We're gonna have to join one of these temples just to get the discount. Well, right. I'll see you at the Mages Guild. Right, here we are. Oh, I see. When it's locked, I'm allowed in, but when it's actually open, they don't let me in. There we go. Who are you? Oh, good heavens, I remember now. Theodorin Kingsley's short shirt, of course. And here it is. Well, as it happens, while you... I don't know why he's speaking with Valaril's voice. While you were they're both the same kind of, like, old coot wizard. While you were gone, I had quite a breakthrough in my research. You see, it wasn't the azimuth vectors at all. The key to the whole problem is actually... Well, the point is I no longer need the short shirt. It is a beautiful piece of work, though, isn't it? Why don't you keep it, since you went all the trouble to find it for me? Now, if you'll excuse me, I must get back to work. Thank you. I will go and see what it does. Can't even identify it for me after all I've done for him. Where is the bloody... Who built this house? This place? There it is. Right. What an absolutely insane floor plan. At least it's cheap. Never tiring short shirt. Is that like stamina regen? Oh. Cast when used stamina. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this return to Valaril's story, and I will hopefully see you again next time. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment what you like and what you don't like, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.